What's going on, guys? It's your boy Paperback Dan, and if you've seen my social media recently, you'll know that this past weekend I was in Baltimore for Comic-Con, one of my favorite times of the year. And one of the best parts about it was I got to talk to my friends over at Konkret Comics about their books, and especially about a Kickstarter that they just launched at the time of this filming this morning. So I want to talk about it. So if you ask me, I think that Konkret Comics is one of the premier publishers in the indie slash crowdfunding comic book space. They're definitely one of my favorites. I think they're one of the best doing it right now. And while my primary focus of this video today is the Kickstarter that just dropped, I did have the chance to talk to everybody at the table about all of the books that they wrote, and I kind of want to just give everyone a little spotlight here. All right, so what can you tell me about Absolver? What's your elevator pitch?
Yo, Absolver, if you're into supernatural stories, Absolver is the one for you. Absolver is a mezzo. And what separates mezzos from angels and demons is their free will and purpose. And Absolver's purpose is vengeance, but seeking vengeance for others.
And how many issues you got in that trade?
There's a total of 4 issues for Absolver.
Okay. So as you just heard, Absolver only has 4 issues out right now. So this is the perfect time to jump in. It's all in one trade, which is very nice, very accessible. We love that. And frankly, that's going to be a recurring theme for the rest of these books. But I read Absolver a few years ago now, and I enjoyed it. I 100% agree that it's for fans of supernatural stories like Spawn and things like that. And I fell off with it a little bit. There was only like so many issues out when I first read it, so I need to get reacquainted. But definitely worth checking out if you're into supernatural stories. Up next, I asked the creator of Deja Vu about his book. Here's what he had to say. So what's your elevator pitch for Deja Vu?
So Deja Vu is one of the main vigilantes for the Konkret universe. He has powers of precognition, enhanced fight or flight, so when he's under duress, he can move a little faster, hit a little harder. And then the suit that he wears generates kinetic energy. His bad guys for this first story arc, titled Fear the Reaper, they're a paramilitary cult that comes to fictionalized Chicago, starts to tear up the city, attack his business, and it's up to him and his family to figure out how to stop him.
And how many issues were in that trade?
For Deja Vu, we have a total of 6.5 issues, and I say half because we did a bonus 0 issue, and that's his entire first story arc from origin to him becoming the hero known as Deja Vu.
So once again, one trade, very accessible, 6.5 issues, pretty good jumping on point. And his elevator pitch for me was actually kind of twofold because I needed to get a little more acquainted with that character. Deja Vu is not something that I've read yet, and now I'm more inclined to. The writer for Deja Vu is also the writer for another series, Imani, and here's what he had to say about that. So I see you got that Imani there as well. What can you tell me about it?
So Imani is a brand new addition to the Konkret universe. She is my second project on the brand. Imani is near and dear to my heart. She has the unique ability of Umbra-kinesis. She can manipulate the souls lost in the shadows. She is half human, half zombie, fighting for a chance to reclaim what's hers, and that is her life.
How many issues do you have out so far?
So we actually have 3 issues of Imani, which equate to her first story arc. This is issue 1. This is by far my favorite cover. And yeah, check her out.
So there's only 3 issues for Imani. Once again, all of this stuff is very accessible, and I love that. And they even hooked me up with the first issue. Those guys are the best. And I'm super pumped to check this out. Of all the books that I haven't read yet, this is definitely at the top of my list. Probably because of the cover that he was bragging about. I mean, I don't know, it just speaks to me. And now for the main thing that I wanted to talk about, the Kickstarter for Akolyte Volume 1. I got the chance to talk to Lonzo Starr, who is the founder of Konkret Comics and the creator of Akolyte. Here's what he had to say. What's going on, guys? I'm here with Konkret Comics over at Baltimore Comic-Con. It's my boy Lonzo. So, quick elevator pitch. Tell me, what's Konkret Comics?
Konkret Comics is an independent publishing house. We're not some award-winning company. We're a group of writers and creators that all came together to put a little representation into the genre that we love, which is comic books.
I love that. And I just recently reread Akolyte. That's your book. That's your pride and joy, so to speak.
Yes,
you know. And I loved it. I can't wait for Volume 2. But you got Volume 1 coming out soon, right? Kickstarter Tuesday.
Volume 1 is coming out this Tuesday. I don't know what the exact date is of this Tuesday. I think it's like the 21st or something like that.
21st. Yep, 21st.
21st. Don't quote us on that, but we think it's 21st. And yeah, it's a chance for people that have seen Akolyte for years but never got to get into it. You can collect the whole book now in all the series in one book now, issues 1 through 6, with the updated issue #1. Because a lot of people don't know,
Yeah.
it was an older one that I redid that with
Yeah.
issue 5, and now you can get it all.
Because I know. So I bought the original issues, but then you also got them in the comic book shops, and I grabbed those too, and those are the updated versions, right?
Exactly.
So that's going to be the one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. That's the one that's in here. The original one, because the first one was a different art team. And then I started working with Bruno from like issue 2 to 6.
Yeah.
So I said I want the book to be cohesive. So I got Bruno to do issue 1, added some new pages in there, add more to the story, and it's basically a new book for the people that had the old book. And now I want the new book and get everything all in here. So consider this a new introduction of Akolyte for people that don't know him and people that forgot that they knew him and they want to get to know him again. Join that Kickstarter, man, and come through and pull up.
So the people that don't know, who is Akolyte? What's he about?
Akolyte is one of the greatest superheroes to be created in the modern era of comic books. No pun intended. I mean that. Akolyte is the son of a supreme. He's a guy that discovers he shares DNA with an ancient celestial, and now he must learn what it is to become an infinite supreme and a cosmic guardian. But on that pathway, some of the most deadliest, ruthless cosmic pirates are on their way to Earth. He's the only one that can stop them.
So what was your inspiration for Akolyte? What have you pulled from?
I was inspired by, for one, the lack of representation. You know, not really seeing a lot of people that look like me in space.
Yeah.
Growing up, we had Lando. We had Lando, right? I can't think of no one else.
Besides, me neither at the moment.
The closest to it was like Meteor Man. Now, that was a big inspiration.
Okay.
He didn't go to space, but it was space origin. So for me, it blew my mind. I was really excited. So, you know, I love Silver Surfer. I love Sub-Zero. So when I was designing them, I added a little Sub-Zero in there with the hood, a little bit of Martian Manhunter with the stance, and Magneto with the aura.
Yeah.
Threw all that in there, meshed it in, put my personality on them. That's what Akolyte is.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Cool. Well, there you have it. Akolyte Kickstarter coming soon. Check it out. And if you're in Baltimore already, come see the boys.
Pull up, man. Y'all know it. Go Birds.
Appreciate you. I'm always happy to see the guys over at Konkret, man. They always treat me like friends, and they're just the coolest dudes. At the time of this filming, the campaign is already 98% funded, which is insane, but they deserve it. And if you're new to Kickstarter or you're on the fence because you've been burned before, Konkret always delivers. I've lost count of how many campaigns I've backed for them, and they've never let me down once, and I don't expect them to. They won't, period. Like I said in the video, I've already pulled the single issues that showed up in the comic book shops before. I have them right here, so if any of these dope-ass covers look familiar to you or pique your interest, this is the time to get in. This is, in my opinion, the definitive version of Akolyte. This is the way to read it. And I did say that I already read all of this material and I'm excited for Volume 2, but all the more reason that you guys should get in while you can before Volume 2 starts making its way to us. I'm going to link the Kickstarter down below. And if you look at the tiers, you'll see things like a variant Star Wars homage cover for this book. There is a shirt with the same thing. You can get drawn into the next issue. Like, they have so much stuff, and they have early bird specials going on right now. So if you act quickly, you'll get a discount. Who doesn't love that? And after the interview, Lonzo gave me a little bit of a scoop, and I can't say anything, but big things are on the way, and I'm pumped. And if you're curious about this stuff but aren't necessarily into the Kickstarter thing, head over to KonkretComics.com. They have all sorts of stuff on sale. They've got nearly a dozen different characters that you can check out, like Imani and Deja Vu, like I mentioned, or even some of their other flagship characters like Odina and newer books like Primate. It's all there. So if Kickstarter is not your jam, KonkretComics.com is the way to go. So that's going to do it for me today. Like I said, Akolyte Volume 1, Kickstarter, just launched. Get in while you can. There's only like 3 weeks left to go on the campaign. Do it. You won't regret it. And I will catch you guys next time.